Hi everyone, how are we today? It's a lot cooler, that's for sure. So I'm hoping that we can get there. Just checking to make sure that I have got my, I'm going to make sure I turn off my volume and make sure that I am live on Facebook, because I want to chat to you, just like, love you to interact with me. Anyway, if you see the little red button, you know I'm live. So I'm Anita Mazzero and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from Horsham in Victoria, Australia. You're either watching this live on my Facebook page or the replay, or you're watching it on my YouTube channel. Facebook have unfortunately decided that after 30 days, they're deleting anything, and a big chunk has gone. I've moved a lot across, but powers to be, what do you do? So they're there. So yeah, if you're watching through YouTube, please hit subscribe, because once I've got subscribe on my YouTube, enough, subscriptions, I can then do a live from YouTube, which I can hopefully go to both, which is what I'd like to do. Hello, Sharon. How are you? Haven't spoken to you since on stage, and congratulations again on that great job you did. I was very proud of you. You had more guts than I did to get up on stage and teach. So very good done. Right, what I might do, you don't need to see my face all the time. I'll flip the camera down and we'll show you some of the things that are happening now, as won't be long. Demonstrators are able to pre-order now for the new catalogue. So I'll flip over, and that's probably a lot easier to do. So just bear with me a moment. Hope I don't make anyone dizzy. And we'll just get in there like so. Make sure it's nice and straight. Okay, this is our new catalogue. Lots and lots of nice goodies in here. And surprisingly, there's lots of returning products, and so you'll be happy with that. I am anyway. So we've got this. I can't show you inside at this stage. If you are watching and you don't have a demonstrator and you would like to receive a copy, please let me know. My customers who have ordered off me in the last 12 months will automatically receive a copy in the mail. That will be in the next 4 weeks that they will get that. So this catalogue starts on the 6th of May. So we've got lots happening then. Hello, Mandy. How are you? So also we're going to be having there's a lot more scrapbooking products available in the catalogue. Our online store is also having a lot of products. And I found out recently that some of the products that are coming out online, they didn't get in time for the catalogue. And this is a way that they can bring stuff out that's not in the catalogue if they don't get it in time. So always go to my store, click online exclusives and have a look. Oh, good girl, Sharon. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that, because it'd be nice to be able to go live in another option than Facebook, because Facebook, the lag is a bit, and I don't like it. YouTube would be lovely to be able to see it without hopefully too much of a lag. I've got to learn how to do it yet. I've had a big learning curve getting onto this, so I'm getting there. So that's the annual catalogue. Isn't it gorgeous? Absolutely. And there's lots in here that you will love. And the new colours that are coming out are gorgeous. So we've got Strawberry Slush. Let's see if I can remember it off the top of my head. Darling Ducklings, Cloud Cover, Secret Sea, and Timid Tiger. Yoo-hoo, I did it. They are lovely colours. So, got a yellow, a Cloud Cover is more of a, it's not a grey and it's not a blue, so it's a mixture there. Secret Sea is not navy, but it's not black, but it's a greeny colour. Hi Jacinta, that's all right, I'll catch you later. Hello Miss K, I hope you're feeling better and up and about. I know you can't be up and about too much, but you're resting that leg anyway. Secret Sea, Timid Tiger is an orange and Strawberry Flush is a red. So great new colours to get. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to be using some of the products from this bundle that's in our current mini catalogue. It's called The Beautiful Butterflies. It is a wonderful set. So I'm going to use the dies, the hybrid embossing folder and the stamp set. I didn't get the paper and I didn't get this. So I'm going to have a go. So the hybrid embossing folder, all these pieces so that I can show you what we're doing. So first of all, this is the Beautiful Butterflies stamp set. And aren't they beautiful? And when you see the stamps, they are huge, especially that one. As you can see, I've been playing around with some of the die cuts. And one of the die cuts will even, oops, get it open, will even die cut so you can make an envelope out of it. Or you can have an envelope size for the base and have that. So I'm still playing with this. I've had this in my cupboard but not used it. So how silly was that? So then we've got the dies. And the dies, look at the size of them. Have a look at that. So you've got 3 butterflies, 3 outside butterflies, and 3 bodies. This is the big envelope, but your own shape that you can make into a card. And with this one, if you're using it, I don't know if you can see, but there's little slits just up there. So you need to line that up with your fold for it to work perfectly. So it's great. And then we have 2 labels to use. Now the hybrid embossing folder is fabulous. So if you're going to use, I don't know if you can see this underneath there, but you're going to do this particular one will work in the folder. So you will pop that in on the side that has the Stampin' Up logo, and it will lock into place. So if I put that piece of white over the top, you can see how it will cut and emboss all at the same time. And the result of that, if I pull it out of all my bits and pieces over here, is this beautiful butterfly. Absolutely, the detail on the embossing is tremendous. So we're going to use that today. So pop this away. Well, I've cut out all my bits and pieces. I've got a body. So if I just take all these out of the way and bring in my envelope with all the bits and pieces. So as I said, I've got a butterfly and we're going to colour this with blending brushes, and as my good friend Michael always says, anything that you're going to blend, or if you're going to use your daubers, use white. Don't start with a colour, use white. So here's to you, Michael. Now I've got a piece of this paper. I've got to forget the name. Regal Distress Patterns. Now this comes in 3 colours. Comes in the call this a basic beige, but it's very white. Probably when I put it against the white, it's not. You've got a basic beige, Pretty Peacock, and Cherry Cobbler. This one is returning in the new catalogue. So we're going to get there with the new catalogue by having this one back, which is a really nice one. And it's only one-sided. So it's a specialty paper, but it'll be in the catalogue. So I've got a piece 14.9 by 7.5. Then I've cut a piece of white 14.9 by 7.5. This paper, as you can see, is quite thin, and with what I want to use it, this is going to be a perfect support to give it a bit more strength. Then out of the Stylish Shape dies, and I tell you what, these are a go-to set of dies. I just used the second to largest circle, and I've cut out a circle. And then, as I showed you, we've got the label, and out of the Distressed Gold, or they call it Textured Gold, but I don't know if it shows up on the camera, but it's got like a little stripe in there, so I've got that there. So we're going to have that. Then I've got a card base, which is your 21 by 14.9. I've scored it at 3.5 and 10.5. So this will be my base. So I'm going to fold that. And where have you gone? There it is. I'll score that. Then I'll just turn this one back this way. So I'm just going to put everything aside for now. Just pop this away. And I'm going to just do the colouring on our butterfly. Now, to come up with the colours, I've used our wheel. And if you haven't got one of these colour wheels, jump onto my online store and get yourself one. It is a brilliant tool. So I wanted some colours. I had Pretty Peacock as my base, and then I've looked at this. So I've looked at the colours nearby. So Lost Lagoon, Coastal Cabana, and then into a little bit of a blue, you got Pool Party. I thought I'd go Pretty Peacock for my centre, Coastal Cabana, and Pool Party. So we'll get a bit of a grade of colour. So, there's all my inks. I'm going to put it over there, take this, and I'm going to start with the Pool Party. Hello Cherry, how are you? Have you got the kids today? So I'll just tap off the excess, and I'm just going to go around the outside. So with this colour, I just want the colour on the edge to give it a bit of sort of, you know, like when you see especially a monarch butterfly or anything like that. Hello Lucia, how are you? I hope I'm not using what you're using tonight. Lucia and I quite often have similar ideas when we prepare for our lives, and yet our cards are very, very different. So it is something, be really interesting if we do end up with something the same, but I doubt that will happen. So we're just going to keep adding the colour. Just want to get this edge, and I've just realised I'm doing it on the, I'm on the right side. I thought for a minute I was doing it on the wrong side. Oh dear. You can tell I had a week off when I was showing my brother all around the area. We had a great time, and that was the main thing. Okay, so I've got the Pool Party just around the edge, and that's all I wanted. Just a bit of colour. I'm just going to pick that up. Sorry if I'm making it move on you. We're completely different tonight. That's good, Lucia. So then I'm going to go and take my Coastal Cabana. And I'm just going to colour in the wings. Just get that colour in there. Now, you can go as dark or as light as you like. So I might come back with a little bit more of the Pool Party. That's a bit better. Just getting it around. So how's everyone's weekend been? I hope you've all had a good weekend. The weather today is a lot cooler here. So a little bit more darkness of the Pool Party. Make those edges really stand out. That's better. I'm happier with that. Come back in with this. And then bring my Coastal Cabana. Silly me, forgot to stamp off, and I've got a little blob. See if I can get one on that side, but that doesn't matter. Butterflies are like that. They can be very different. Get rid of those two. And now I'm going to use Pretty Peacock. Pretty Peacock's a very dark, strong colour, and that's what I want. So I'm just going to go in like that to get the colour originally. So I want it here in the middle, and I'm going to get the colour in here and then just go out in circles, just slightly. I want this centre as dark as I can get it. Create that really rich depth in the middle of the butterfly. Give that a wipe and I'll get my... So you can see what I mean by the depth that I'm after. Oh, Lucia, I hope that you do get that craft room finally finished. You have been waiting for, I don't know how long, 12 months? Okay, so there's our butterfly. Just going to leave them like that. Well, before I do anything else, I'm going to get my Wink Stella. You know I like my Wink. And I'm just going to completely cover the butterfly in Wink Stella, because I love butterflies. I think they're absolutely beautiful. And you won't see this on camera, unfortunately, because it just doesn't show up that much. But believe me, there's lots and lots of colour. I think this Wink might be just running out. But in saying that, do you know I have used Wink Stella? I keep popping in some water. If not water, I'll use the alcohol, depending on what I want to use for it. And I have used some for a long, long time. I think I've still got my original Wink Stella. So that's going back. So there he is. You won't probably pick up the colour, but he's got Wink all over him. So I'm just going to sit him to one side and allow him to dry off a little bit. So I'm going to take my label and I'm going to take the Happy Birthday out of the stamp set. I'm going to ink it up. I think I might have to buy myself a new one of these because this was the original one that came out. Now I'm going to stamp over towards the left side. Now let's see if I can get this correct. Not bad. Earlier today I mucked up one because I had it so 12 months at Easter. Whoa, that's been a long road for you guys. Now I'm going to take, oh, I better do some stamping on the inside before I start putting it together. So I'm going to take the words "time to celebrate." I'm going to use the Pretty Peacock. Fluff on it. So I'm going to get the words "time to celebrate." Stamp that in the middle. Beautiful stamping on that. And then I'm going to take, excuse me, how did your dad enjoy it, Jacinta? Because I reckon he would have loved it, seeing you took him out. I'm just going to take, oh, be careful, too much ink. There we go. I'm just going to take a little butterfly and I'm just going to pop him in there. Just give him a little bit of colour. And then I'm going to take, that was the lost, just make sure I've got the right, yep. I'm just going to take this and I just want to put a little bit of colour, very faint, just across the "time to celebrate." So as you can see there, I've just got the hint of colour, not a lot, but just the hint of colour. And I've done all the stamping. Okay. So now what I'm going to do now's the assembly. So as you can see, this is a really simple card. Well, simple in a sense, but it's not hard. Oh, good on Elliot. He was enjoying it too. Okay, so I'm going to put some glue on the back of the Designer Series paper. And as you can see, it's quite a flimsy paper. And that's why I wanted to do this. I'm just getting my trimmer. I'm going to poke that into that corner, and this will guarantee that I've got it nice and flush at the top and the bottom of the page. Look at that. Perfect. No white sticking out. Use your trimmer to line up a lot of things because it's so handy. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this up on my glass mat. I'm going to put some glue down the middle. I'm going to take that, I'm going to have it try and make it nice and even, about 1.5 centimetres each side, and bring it to the bottom and make sure that's nice and flush. How's that for the fun fold? Isn't that great? Now I'm going to put my happy birthday. And before I do it, I'm going to get my mini cut and emboss machine and my dies. That's the wrong one. I'm going to get this large label die, and I'm actually going to shorten my label. Now, if you didn't know how to do this, this is the great thing. Good comment there, Kay. Okay, so I'm just wanting to shorten it to the words happy birthday, leaving about the same space at the front, at the back of it. It fits perfectly because you've cut it out already. So I'm just going to carefully pop that through. And that's the end taken off. Right. Pop this away. There. I hope that didn't shake you too much because I know what it's like. Okay, we're going to take this and I'm going to centre that in the middle there, like so. And I'm going to pop that onto dimensionals. I'll take my pick tool, put it in my bin. Take off the oops, flip those. So carefully take that. Thankfully, I forgot to say that if you've got directional paper, make sure that it is going in the direction of the paper. Now I'm going to use my gold trim. I'll take a piece of it out. Probably, hopefully only need this amount. I'm going to place my circle there. Oh, I've got way too much. It's all right, we can trim. So that's dried off a bit. So I'm going to take my glue, just add a little bit of glue to the body. And before I do anything further, I'll just let that sit there. I'm going to take the antenna off the big one. Just taking it out like so. Because I've got this beautiful body with some really fine feelers or antennas, and why not use it? I'm going to place that in the centre there. Just like so. It's holding. And I'm going to take my bone folder and just very gently curl the wings. You don't want to be too rough, because if you're too rough, you're going to take out all that beautiful embossing. Pop that in and curl that. Who's got the beautiful butterflies? So I'm going to take this and I'm going to glue it flat. So pop that on there. I'm going to have my ribbon. Trim it down because I've definitely got too much in there. Keep that. I'm just going to give it a bit of a stretch and a twist in the middle. I'm going to pop that like so, and I'm just going to get a little bit of tear and tape. You have it, Sharon, you have Jacinta and Lucia. It's a beautiful set, isn't it? I was a little late getting it. I should have got it a lot earlier. I looked at it and thought, I don't need another butterfly set, but yes, it's such a great one. I'm just putting a little bit of tape to hold that in place, and I'll lift that off, because I'm going to let it adhere to my butterfly. So I'm going to take some dimensionals to the centre of the butterfly. Oh, I'm sorry, Kay, I know that you can't craft at the moment, but look at when you come back. And that card that you did today on our PJ Inkers page was brilliant. Loved it. And I do know you did all that before you were laid up. So I'm going to bend the wings up to create, just leave the body, it's like a well at the body. But I want the butterfly to be a bit of an angle. So we're going to put the gold that way. You've got to make sure that it will fit on your card so it goes in the envelope. There we go. Fits on there nicely. So I've got the butterfly. And there is my card. So as you can see, by putting the piece of cardstock underneath, it means you keep the same colour inside. If you were using a two-sided DSP, you would see this one was so fine, I felt it was nicer. So I'm going to leave this one at that, put some gems on, and I've decided to use the Regal, well no, the 4 tinsel gem, because there's some nice greeny blue ones in here, and I'm going to pop them on. So I'm going to take, let me put, oh, don't you hate it when you've got to make the decision where the gems have got to go? Put one there. Take these little ones and just pop that on there. Good one. I'll find that one in about 6 weeks. Stuck to something I'm not expecting it to be. I found one the other day that bounced off that was actually stuck to the underneath of my chair. I might use 5 because that single one there looks a bit, I might put one just there. And I don't want to, well, actually I can put a gem on that side because it won't matter. So I might just put one down in here because even though that's the inside, it's not going to be flat. So there's the card. Now my first 2 attempts were very different. Thank you. Hello Cheryl, welcome. So the first one I did was in the red because I had the red background, and I put the dots around the side plus some gems and did that one. And then I did the blue one, and I didn't have any ribbon behind the blue one, the first one with the pretty peacock, and I just had the dots on the side. But I like what I've done this time. So as you can see, this is quite dark now, but as it dries, it actually changes colour. So they're the 3 cards. They were my trials this morning because I tried this. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. Oh, thank you, everybody, for that. I appreciate that. As I said, I had no idea what I was going to do this morning, and this is what this has ended up after having a little play with the butterflies. And I'm very happy with the way they've turned out. And it would be interesting to try the other colour against a basic beige. It would. I'm just worried it would be too white, too much of the stark colour. But it is something I could try, because as I said, when you see the colour, and as I said, they call it, there's a strip there, they call it basic beige, but when you put it against the white, it's sort of like a bit creamy. So my problem would be, what colours would I use for the butterfly? I suppose what it would allow is that you could pretty well pick up any colour doing it that way. So anyway, I might have a play with that later on today and pop it up in my comments. So there we go. It's a very good fun fold. They all stand up. And so it's like a mini Z fold with the colour. So there they all are. You can sponge the background. This one I made a little bit wider than these two. I added an extra centimetre on those because I felt that this was a bit too short after I'd done them and walked away from it. I thought, no, it needs a little bit more. I prefer just a smaller piece of white. But you could blend just a little bit of colour down the sides, whatever you'd like to do. But I think these are great cards and really happy for birthdays. So I hope you like them, because I do. And and you could make a box set of this to give to people as a gift, because let's face it, if you've got an elderly aunt, mother, grandmother, and they like sending out birthday cards, you could make a box of 6 with the butterflies and have the butterflies in the envelope. And actually, while I think of it, why not do the envelope? You know, I'm not good at doing the envelopes. I'm good at the inside, but not the envelope. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I get the right one. I might take my pool party, and I'm going to get some pool party into the corner. Look at that. And then I'm going to get the pretty peacock and take this little butterfly. Make sure I've got him inked properly. And I shall pop him in there. Look at that. Voila, there is my envelope. Shock horror, I actually remembered to do the envelope. Must do this more often. So just with a little bit of colour. And there is my card. So I hope you like it. I'm happy with it. I think it's really come up really well. And it's a great way. Like, I only had scraps of this paper, hence why I only had a little strip of this. I could show, but it's a good way of using up some paper that you don't have a lot of. You don't have to use a full piece. And yeah, I find that, you know, and these beautiful butterflies certainly allow for a really nice looking card. So I hope you enjoyed that today. I remind you, Lucia, to do your insides. You're getting better, I have to admit. When I first started chatting with you and watching you, your insides were non-existent, but you are starting to do them, so you're getting there. But yeah, just something small, pop it in, and off you go. So thank you. I'll bring all the cards out so that you can see the different colours. And there we go. So as I said, very different. Remembering to use your colour wheel if you're unsure of the colours. So like, you know, if I wanted to, I've done a red, I've done in the blue, greens. You could imagine the colours in the yellow, looking at maybe a pecan pie, crushed curry and daffodil delight. That would look really nice. Or even pecan pie, daffodil delight and lemon lolly would look really nice in a card. And, you know, and then if you want to go for your purples, you've got a variety here. And then you've got your greens, more green than you're going this way. So you've got lots and lots of colours. So this is where I went and chose out of the little window. This is the big window. So they're your complementary colours. But you can just pick around. You can choose yourself. That's the beauty of this colour coach. It is a great tool, and I think it's, if my memory serves me right, currently it's $21.75. And talking of prices, in the new catalogue, our cardstock is going to have a big increase. So if you're needing to replenish your cardstock, please pop your orders in now before they go up on the 6th of May. Basic white is becoming hard to get because when the first of the increase came out, a lot of people bought big volumes. I did hear someone say, and I don't take it as gospel, but I did hear that one demonstrator in America ordered 70 packs of white paper in one order, which is why we couldn't get it when we found out about it. So anyway, if you do need cardstock, great time to get in. So thank you for watching. It's a nice quick card that you can do, and it doesn't take that long to make. It is very simple. And as I said, I liked that sturdier piece underneath to just give it a bit more stability on the card. So anyway, I'm going to say thank you for watching and goodbye, and I will see you all same time, same place next week. Bye for now.